When I read the screenplay, I think I was really drawn to the classical tone, the classical thriller tone, if you will. There's something very vertigo about the Ninth Life of Louis Drax, and I'm a very big Hitchcock fan. And so when I read it, I thought, aha, I know what this film is trying to do. Louis Drax is my son, but he's so much more than that. He is a very bright little boy, and a troubled little boy. And the beginning of the film kind of opens with this near-fatal accident that he's in. And from then on, the film takes place in half in his subconscious and half in the real world. And we are the adults that are kind of swirling around him as he's in his coma state. His energy, he has this undeniable kind of big zest for life, and this beautiful energy that just contrasts Natalie so much. And he really brings this kind of gruff, uncultivated character for Peter, and I was so happy that he ended up embodying this character, that being Peter Drax, because it was really lovely to work opposite him. Just like Natalie assumes the victim role and derives attention and pleasure and meaning from the victim role, I think that the way that I always thought of it was Pascal derives pleasure from the role of the savior, or the one who is all-knowing, being the fixer, being that kind of a character as well. And so I think that as Natalie falls in love with him because he can solve the problems in her life, he falls in love with her because she needs him. Oliver brings this kind of whimsy and this kindness to the role of Dr. Perez that I never really thought was there. And I really like that he's done that, and that he's made himself at the same time kind and approachable, but also slightly sinister. The key to Louis Drax is making him accessible. He's so smart and sharp-witted and dry and ironic, and it's difficult, I think, to envision a child acting that way and not also think this child is annoying. And the way that Louis is written, he's just so, the language is just so kind of above and beyond that of a 10-year-old boy. And so I always had pictured that whoever they chose would be kind of tough and hard and, like a little rascal kind of character. And there's something so beautiful about Aiden, because he's caught right between being a child and being a young man. Max did an incredible job of adapting the book. There are so many small differences between the book and the screenplay, and I think that he really took this novel and just made it cinematic. If you're going to tell a story that takes place half in the subconscious of a young child, the reality can't seem, you want the reality to kind of seem distinct, but at the same time you want it to kind of blend, and that's where the complexity of all of the narratives kind of lies, that they're intertwined between the world of Louis' mind and then the real world. Alex is really known for his aesthetic, and he comes from a very genre-specific style of movie making. And so I didn't doubt for a second that he wouldn't be able to create this world, the world of Louis Drax. It's all of these different love stories. It's about, this love story between a mother and her son, this affair between a woman and a man, this crumbling marriage, this the love that a father has for his son. It's all these kind of love stories that are unfolding throughout the film, and I think that's what makes it so compelling, and that's what makes you invest in it as well. If cats have 9 lives and Louis has 9 lives. We are telling the 9th life of Louis Drax.
Did you know that in The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio, a convinced vegetarian, was so in character he ate real raw meat in a scene depicting Glass surviving off a wild bison's liver? Yeah. Click here for more videos. See you soon. Bye.